welcome back to my Flosstube. Happy Monday. Well, Tuesday, that's when you'll be seeing this, but this is my channel where I talk about stitching and quilting. This is episode number 2. Today, I'm going to give an update on how my 24 and 24 is going. I'm going to talk about, I actually have an FFO, which I haven't had in a while, so that's super exciting. An FFO is a fully finished object, and then I have one like FO, not quite a fully finished object, but just a stitched finished object. So that's exciting also. I have my things that I've been stitching this month and my plans for February. Some quilty plans too, which I used to quilt a lot and starting to get back into it, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'll share those plans with you, and yep, I'm going to turn the camera and we'll get started. So last time I showed my little sheets that I made for each one of my either my whip or my new start, depending on what item I chose for my 24 and 24. And I got my little book made. I still want to decorate the front with a title, but I got it put together. I just cut some, I had some small chipboard and I cut it down, and then I found some paper in my paper stash and covered the front and the back, and then of the front cover, and then I did the same with the back. And I used my cinch binding tool, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it's so pretty. Like I said, I still have to finish decorating it, but it's like, you know, closer than it was, so I'm happy with that progress. So I did complete 2 of my 24 and 24 this month in January, which is my goal, to do about 2 a month, because that equals out to 12. I'm sorry, 24, because 2 times 12 is 24, so yay math. Anyway, let's see. My first one, which I'm not even sure which one it is. Well, I guess I'll start with the Warm Winter Wishes. This was one of the ones that I got finished in my 24 and 24. So here's the pattern from Primrose Cottage, and this is my stitch. So I love it. It's so cute. It was super fun to stitch. I love the colors, and I am going to turn it into a little pillow like they have in the picture, because I don't have any little pillows, so I'm going to turn a bunch of my little stitches into little pillows. So maybe one day I'll have a double. I'm not sure yet, but and then the only thing I haven't finished yet was the there's like little French knots on the cream here that you can add, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do the French knots, or kind of thought maybe seeing what like some seed beads, how those would look. So I'm going to kind of play around with that. But I did stitch this on the called for fabric, which I believe was the 27 count light taupe with the called for colors, and they are DMC floss. So that was one stitchy finish. And then what I plan to do with my little notebook, oh, I never put the date. I got to fill that in. I have to think about when I finished it. It was a few days ago. But what I want to do is I want to take a picture and put my finish right here, a picture of my finish. So that'll complete my book. The other one that I finished was my February 9 patch, also from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I have, I think, almost all of these 9 patch patterns, and I want to get them all done this year because I finally got this done. Yay, I'm so excited how it turned out. This is a finished piece from Chantel's 141 Design Company, and it's no longer made. I've had it for a little bit, and I've been needing to get it done. But I went ahead and I stained it with some stain that I have that I used on a project that I completed last year. I'll show around Easter time, because it matches our cabinets in around our house. And I left this the natural wood color, because we do have some natural wood also, and I just like the contrast. My little stitch, I stitched that on, I believe it's 25 count white Lugana with the called for DMC. I matted it on a sticky board, and then I glued it down to another sticky board that was just covered in some fabric that I had from my stash. And I sandwiched between there, don't look at my glue too hard. In between these two boards is a magnet, because I glued a magnet on the back side of my board. So that way each month I can just swap out my design. So I love how this turned out. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments, and I'd love to answer them. And also, if anyone else got this piece, and I'd love to see how you finished it and what you're doing with it. I did notice that I do need to get an easel for it, because I kind of had it like leaning against something, and then it fell, and it was like one of those slow motion, falling. I can't catch it, just watching it fall and hit the ground and praying that it doesn't break. So I am going to get an easel so that it can sit upright on my one of my shelves. Excuse me, one of my shelves. So yeah, that was my fully finished object for January, and 2 of my 24 and 24 complete. So go me. This is a sweetheart pattern. I stitched it on 14 count 8. It was the called for colors. I'm close to finishing my little pillow, so I just put a border of some fabric that I had. I went ahead and put some all of my stitchy finishes. I put some oh gosh, brain fart, the stuff, oh gosh, interface, just to keep the stitches from coming undone. And I like the finish of it. It kind of gives it a little bit more stability. So my plans for this, and this was just some fabric I had in my stash, but what I'm going to do for the back side of it, I have this that I pulled out of my, I think this is a Lori Holt. Oh, it's a Riley Blake fabric from my monthly fabric club. And I want to put this on the back of the pillow, and then I'm just going to put some pink little palm trim around it and make a square pillow. So that, I think it'll be cute. And this is I got this at Amazon. I got a pack of like a bunch of different colors sometime last year. So I'm going to try to use that up, but I think it'll be cute. I'm excited. I'm hopefully going to get that done this week, and then I can show you on my next video. So, and then I'll show you my other stitchy finish. This was also a finish from last year, another Primrose Cottage. I believe this is Lovebirds. I thought I had set the patterns out, but if you have any questions, just drop a comment and I can let you know what the pattern is. This one also stitched on 14 count with the called for colors, and I'm going to do a pillow out of this one too, but I think I'm going to do like more of a rectangular pillow, just to give it, you know, so they're not all uniform, you know, just to give it a different shape. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this one yet, but hopefully I'll have it done and I can show you in February next month. I started this last year as well, and I know it's Halloween, but I really been enjoying stitching it, so I've just kept going. It's one of the Halloween Tiny Town from Heart and Hand, and it's so cute, and it's such a fun stitch, you know. So let's see, I think I'm using the 32 count. I'll have to look and see what I'm actually stitching this on. I think this is the 27 count light taupe. Yeah, and I'm using the called for colors. They're mostly classic color works, but there are some weak dye works in here too. But it's so cute. I'm not sure, this little owl, he has some French knots in his eyes. I don't know if I'm going to put those there, if I'm going to do something different. I have to finish the little bats right there, and I love this little pumpkin. So I love this little stitch, and I've just keep stitching it. And I just placed an order the other day, and I got the Tiny Town, the Big Hearted Tiny Town, which is like the Valentine theme one. So I think when that comes in, that's part of my February plans, but I'll touch on that. So I'm excited about that. That's going in. Another one of the little pillows from Primrose Cottage Stitches that is similar to the Sweetheart. So I'm going to stitch this also on the 14 count white Aida, and same floss, just so they coordinate. I don't know if I'll finish them exactly the same. I'm not sure yet. But I'm going to do this one because that'll stitch up real quick. And then on the back, wait a minute. I know I have a note. Oh, here we go. Be Mine. That's another little pillow that I'm going to do. Same 14 count Aida, same floss. And yeah, so those two will stitch up pretty quick, and they'll complement my other little one, and then I'll have a nice little start to a dough bowl, and then I'll have to get a dough bowl. Right. The other one that I'm going to work on is also from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I really do stitch on other people's, other designers' stitches. I just happen to have a lot of theirs. But I'm going to do the Valentine's Day Quaker. And this is the first Quaker. I'm going to do Lindsay Waite. She's the designer. She's come out with a couple of different Quakers. And they're all super pretty and pretty, you know, small. Just a lovely little stitch. And it's just one color. I am going to use, this is 40 count blush. And I have not stitched on 40 count, and honestly, when I first saw this, I was like, oh dear, where are the holes? But I'm just going to get my magnifier, and I think I'm going to stitch one thread over 2 holes. So I know they're super hard to see, but I'm going to try it. I haven't done 40 count yet, so I'm going to give it a whirl. And the floss is so pretty. Let me pull it out. It's Ripe Melon from Classic Colorworks. And that nice like variegated floss on there will just give it just, you know, different colors without using multiple colors of floss. So that's nice. I didn't notice I was out of the camera. So yeah, I'm going to start this. There's a stitch along or a sal going on right now. I'll link that below. I had wanted to join this week, I believe, is the last week, and I just haven't been able to fit that into my schedule. Maybe I'll join in this week and I can get a start, and if, you know, not, I have, you know, February February I can work on it. So, but I'll link that salby below, and I'd love to know if, any of you are stitching in that the stitch along, 5 ladies and that are hosting it, and yeah, so excited about that one. This is another cute little pillow. This is called Be Mine Home. Lindsay Waite, the designer of this one, has a few different home themed little stitches like this for different holidays. So it's like a house with, themed little designs with it. And I'm actually going to stitch this for my husband for Valentine's Day. So I need to get on that. But I am using, I think I'm using the called for fabric. Let me look and see. Yeah, 32 count light taupe. But I went ahead and just picked my floss from my stash, since I have a lot and I should use it, right? So I'm going to use whitewash and cattail from Weeks Dye Works, and then Blue Coat Red, and then from Classic Color Works I have Chocolate Mousse and Little Sprout. Love that green. I've got Seashelly, another pink. I think those complement each other really well. They're like the same, they have like a blue undertone. Here's the third pink, Rosy Glow, and then Queen Bee. So I liked how all those look with the taupe. So I think that'll be really pretty, and I'm going to make it into a pillow. So that's, I believe, my last stitchy plan for February. And I'm going to use this free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop, Love Chains Quilt Pattern, and you can download this pattern from their website. I like the simplicity of it, but it looks very, and it's pretty. It's simple yet striking. So I had bought a Fat Quarter bundle from Primrose Cottage. They also do bundles of fabrics, and these are some different, I think there's some Riley Blake in here, and honestly not sure who else, but I got these and I thought those would be really pretty. And then I started looking at the pattern and I was like, oh, that's not going to be enough. So I have had my eye on the Lighthearted collection by Camille Ross Kelly. And if any of you are quilters, you know how beautiful that is. And so I went ahead and I did order the not the charm pack, the layer cake. And then I ordered one of the low volume whites to go on the back. So I am excited about that. And I'm going to intermix some of these in there too, because I want to use these. I bought them. And if I don't use it for that, I'll definitely use them for finishes or other little quilty projects. So, but I'm excited to have a quilt to work on. So when that stuff comes in, I'll show you. Well, that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel like I've got a good start to the year, and I'm excited for February and what, that brings as far as stitching. And, I have so many things that I want to do and make, and it's just not enough hours in the day for everything. But I'd love to know what you're stitching now, if you're participating in the Be Mine, with Fat Quarter Shop in February, or if you're, doing the stitch along with the Valentine Quaker. Let me know, drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Please hit the like and subscribe button and the bell to always be notified. And yeah, I'll see you next month. Bye.